Are you ready to go?
I am.
All right. 3, 2, zoop zoop zoo. Oh shit! I should turn my mic on. Oh, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello everyone. Thank you for coming. Lobo, thank you for subscribing. Thank you.
Yeah.
All
Hello,
right.
everyone.
So today we're playing D&D. Soren, are you ready to put up with me?
I am very ready for this. Yeah. There's not much more to say. I'm prepared. I've got some little shenanigans in store.
I have never played a fighter before, and I forgot like everything I picked for my character, so I'm ready to have my ass kicked.
I'm sure you'll make out okay. I just realized I was sitting on my start screen for that entire little bit.
Oh, F.
Whoops. Oh well, we're all good. All right.
So, I'll just quickly introduce you to my chat if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, I don't have my bot open. Hello everyone. So, I'm doing well today. Thank you for asking. Soren, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It was a busy day, and I was very productive, and I feel pretty good about everything. And this is a good way to finish the day off.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. My DM, Dungeon Master, is Soren of Asgard. It looks like my bot is not awake yet, so I'll just put the multi-Twitch link down for you all if you don't mind. We're both streaming right now, so if you want to see a Dungeon Master perspective, go over there. Soren knows a whole ton about D&D. You might have to walk me through a little bit and like help me remember, but
Oh yeah, that's no problem.
it's gonna be a lot of dice rolling.
We can't know all of the rules all of the time, right?
Right, thank you.
Yeah, and that's just part of dungeon mastering.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Alright, so what are we doing today?
Yes, so I'll set the scene here. Kind of shift into story mode.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to change the music on us here.
Alright, let me make sure the music's working.
I'll give you a second to see that it's coming through.
Chat, let me know if you can hear the music. Alright, yay, they can hear it.
Perfect. Alright, so I'm just going to change the screen here. So, I'm considering this to be session 1.5.
Yay! Yeah, I missed the first session.
Yeah. So, last time the game was going on, the group was going to head off on their first quest, but unfortunately, Sofiya had come down with a really bad fever the night before, and she was just feeling quite ill. So the group's been gone for, say, about 2 days, and you've been getting treated by the guild alchemist Melina. So she's been taking good care of you. You got a lot of bed rest, and you're basically back in tip-top shape now.
Okay, so Melina's this one in the corner that I'm chilling out with, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Hello,
down
Melina.
here. So, yeah, you wake up and greet her, and yeah, she smiles and she's like, "Oh, you're looking much better this morning."
Good. The bar's not very high for that, though.
Well, compared to where you were at before, it's nice to see.
Thank you for your help. What have I missed? How long has it been?
Oh, it's only been a few days. Your friends have headed off. They took a job northwest. They went up to the port town nearby, and they're turning a lighthouse back on, and they're clearing out any creepy crawlies up there.
Man, I never get to go on the fun jobs.
Well, you'll just have to catch them on the next one.
Yeah, I guess.
And there's
They
always...
could be there.
Oh, well, there's no shortage of work either. I'm sure something fun's gonna come around.
Yeah. Well, I need to stay in tip-top shape. Maybe I should see if I can find a job that I can do for a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to pass the time. I'm sure there's something around town that needs doing. And there's no shortage of people out there that need a hand, right? So if you're feeling all better, I'll let you get to your day. And I'm gonna get back to mixing potions and such.
Alright, thank you for your help.
Anytime. Just be careful out there.
I
Potions
guess.
aren't cheap.
Oh, that's true.
And she kind of just chuckles and she heads off back into her little lab.
Oh, her lab is really cute.
Yeah, she's got her own little workspace. It also doubles as like weapon storage for any like excess weapons and that kind of thing.
Oh, weapons. Alright, well, I guess I'll
Yeah, so you're
go
currently
off
on...
and check for a job.
Yeah, so you're on the second floor of the guild hall right now. If there's anyone you wanted to check in with, or if you wanted to head down to the main desk first.
Well, I guess before I go find a job for myself, I should see if anyone needs help.
Yeah, sounds like.
How do I get in there? How do I get in there?
Yeah.
I see a door!
Yeah, so got door there, got door here.
Door!
I
love...
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Guess I'll go to this door. Hopefully no one jumps me on my way.
The mean streets of the guild hall.
Gotta be careful. You never
Right?
know in D&D. Good morning, everyone!
So everyone turns and offers like a friendly wave to you. The woman that's more central, who maintains the building, she bows to you very respectfully.
Bows back, bows back. Doesn't know what that means. Hi.
Yeah. And she just says, "It's good to see that you're up and running. You've been the talk of the building the last few days."
That's not good. Everything must be really boring if you're only talking about a girl with a fever.
And she just laughs and says, No, just the people that are frequenting the upstairs. We've been, Molino's very strict with us on keeping it down."
Oh goodness, well I'm sorry for the trouble.
Oh, it's nothing to worry about.
How have things been going? Everyone staying busy?
Yeah, there's a few people that have been waiting around for a hand with different jobs and stuff. And
Did you say someone needs a hand?
yeah, so there's a few jobs that are still open downstairs. And then there's a few people that still haven't headed off on quests yet. And she motions to the two mages in the back.
Well, you're all in luck. For I just so happen to have 2 hands, and they do not have fevers anymore. I shall go
Man.
bother them.
The woman, or the girl closer to you from that far table, she gets up and she says, "I also have 2 hands." And they are without fever too.
High five! I'm gonna, I gotta go high five. High
Yeah.
five. High
So she
five.
hurries
High
over.
five. High five!
She gives a high five, and you can see the woman in the green robes. She just kind of like more quietly, just kind of like touches her face, and she's just like, "Oh, geez."
I heard that there were 2 mages who need a meat shield.
Well, I'm very dependent on working with others, so I definitely could use a meat shield myself.
Well, you're in luck because this meat shield is ready to go.
Well,
think I'm
that's perfect for me. And Leah goes, with you in the front and us two behind you, I don't think there's anything that could stop us.
Exactly. What are you doing?
Now that's a good question. We should go talk to Leanne downstairs and we'll get our, we can see what's available mission-wise.
Let's go!
Alrighty. So, the three of you start making your way downstairs. And let's see. Alright. I gotta copy their tokens. Drop that. There we go. So the three of you make your way downstairs to the guild hall. It's like the maid Amelia had mentioned, things have it's a little less lively than usual. There's still people around, but it's just not as busy as you'd expect.
Everyone must be out doing things today.
Yeah, your friends headed out with the big the big scaly fellow and the little robot guy a couple days ago, and then a couple people have taken up the job to head up north to the lake, and they're just going to go do the monthly culling. So yeah, the usual suspects are out and about.
Well, no sense being sad that I'm not there with them.
Exactly. We're going to go have our own fun.
Exactly. There's still people to help.
Yeah, so the two of you kind of the two of them just kind of follow along, kind of flanking you. Half flanking, half leading you towards the desk.
Yeah, sometimes I need to be led places.
Yeah. So when you approach, the secretary there, she waves to you, and then Leanne also gives a big sunny smile, and she waves. She's quite happy, and she's like, "Oh, good to see you're up, and you look like you're ready to head off and get up to some trouble."
Sure am.
Well, I'm sure there's something in my papers I have to that will take care of that for you. And she starts leafing through all these different pamphlets and stuff. Alenia turns to her and she's like, no, it's this one. The secretary's telling Leanne where everything is, as Leanne's just struggling to go through the paperwork. And then
Lobo's going insane, wondering what this song is.
Oh, it's shall I give him a hint?
Yes, only a hint.
Oh, so evil. It is from Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
There you go, that's your hint.
I'll let you place it from there. No, it's not the Poké Center. I'll reveal the answer to you at the end of or actually, I have a whole playlist of the songs that I use in the game. I have it posted up on Twitter. I can link it to the announcement after. Pokemon was enough.
Alright, let's get our mission. Let's go.
Alrighty. So yeah, Leanne's flipping through the paperwork. Alenia's working with her to try and get it sorted, because as much as Leanne's trying to, she's not very good at admin work.
Oh no.
But as this is going on, you hear the door behind you kind of crash open.
Huh?
And in comes... It's a rather tall man. He's got long hair that's kept back in a bandana. And he looks to the group of you, Leanne included. He sees your group of adventurers ready to go. And he's like, Oh, well, this is very convenient. We have a bit of an emergency. Uh, he announces as he's walking in. He's looking around the room. And Leanne looks back to him and is just like, "What's going on? Why are you why are you making this big scene about everything?" And he goes, "Well, one of the village kids went missing."
Huh? That's not good.
He's like, "No, I was just speaking with his the kid's name's Tim, and I was just speaking with his mother, and she didn't realize the trouble that he was saying he was going to get up to, because she thought he was playing pretend. He said he was going to go fight the dog man, and she's like, okay, have fun, honey. And the kid went off into the woods by himself. And this was a few hours ago. And she brought this to me when she found out. We've had gnoll sightings in the area. That might be the dog man that the kid spotted. So,
Wait, fighting. How big do moles get around here?
yeah, they're probably about as big as me, actually. And he's standing quite tall. He's he's one of those seasoned warrior types. Like he would stand out amongst a lineup of soldiers.
Oh shit! Alright, well that's not good. That doesn't sound very good.
No, not at all. So I'm kind of hoping to get all hands on deck here so we can sweep the woods.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't have a broom, I have a sword, but I can still sweep the woods with that.
He just kind of laughs and says, I like that. Even under pressure, you've got a sense of humor. I got one of my men to assist in the hunt as well. And he motions to the door, and a young man with long blonde hair comes in, dressed as kind of like a ranger type. And
Hello.
he comes wandering in, and he says, Scout Leonard reporting for duty.
Hello.
He kind of gives like a bit of a salute. And he's like, hello. I'll be working with one of your groups today. And Gerald just kind of looks and says, you're working with that group. These four can head off. Leanne, is there anyone else that we can mobilize in here? And she looks at the cluster of people over here and she says, student group. And this table looks to her and she says, take the south side. We'll send Sofiya, Sarius, and Leah north with Leonard to sweep the northern woods. And I'll see who else I can muster up around here. And she looks a little disappointed that there's not more bodies kicking around. She notices the other two that are in the back corner here, the samurai woman and the guy in the heavy cloak. They get up from their corner and they're like, what, you're gonna have fun without us? She's like, no, it's fine. I'll have you two take the western forest, and then like, and she's just kind of like muttering, and Gerald's like, don't worry, I've got men covering the east. And she's like, okay, we've got all the compass directions covered.
Is it bad though when you said bodies? I was like, well, you could just go in the morgue. And then I remembered that's not what you meant. Also, for chat, some of my chat hasn't played D&D before, so I'm just gonna let you guys know. D&D is like a role-playing game with certain decisions being made by dice. Sorry, do you have any better exploration?
Not like that. Mostly covers it, to be honest. It's, if you picture it like it's half collaborative storytelling, half RPG game that's like powered by dice and character stats and everything, and like half role playing. So it's collaborative storytelling in the way that like everyone's kind of contributing and stuff, and they've created their own characters. but there's an element of randomness where what you want to happen doesn't always happen because you're rolling dice to see if your character pulls it off.
Yeah. We'll probably be rolling dice a little bit later. So as we go through it, I will ask questions because I haven't played D&D in a while, and hopefully that'll help you all catch on. If you're interested in more about D&D, Soren does a lot of streaming about it, so you can always follow him to learn more.
Yeah, I've got a good little selection of videos going, and if the story is catching your eye, there's another session that's happened as well, so you can catch that as a VOD.
Also, I'm remembering my character sheet, and I have 1 strength.
1 strength? Oh. Like 1 strength as in like 1 big stat?
No, my strength is 1.
Oh, it's just a bonus.
Charity is 4. We're gonna have a really good time.
You're nimble. You're at least nimble.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really helpful.
You're a.
So okay.
You're one of them Dex warriors.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our party together here. And
So
we're heading out to the woods to help look for a little boy who got in over his head.
Yes. So I'm just gonna set up a little travel screen real quick. So I believe that should be good. You can see the see a little zone, kind of like a forest scene.
Yep, I see it.
Perfect. All right. So I'm just gonna switch the music to our wilderness themes.
Ooh.
Yeah. So your group heads north out of the city. I won't worry about pulling the map up. But basically there's 4 paths that run through, there's 2 main roads that cross each other in this town. And it's literally known as like the Crossroads City.
That's easy.
Yeah. It's easy when you have like a simple name with a simple reason for it like that. Yeah, so you head north with your party. Leonard is like kind of taking point in terms of the tracking.
Oh, good, because I don't know how to do that.
And then Sarius and Leah are like kind of staying behind you, but like not too far off. And it's kind of quiet for a while. You guys are walking. Leonard's just doing his thing. He's looking very focused. And yeah, Sarius kind of, she turns to you because she's like, well, might as well strike up a chat while we're just wandering the woods. And she just asks, so, I know you're one of the fresh recruits to the guild. What are you looking to do while you're a part of it?
Well, my memory's a little bit hazy, but I'm kind of hoping that maybe if I go on some adventures and see some new places, I'll start remembering things again.
So looking for a bit of a sense of self as you're exploring around.
What about all of you?
So she smiles bright, and like you kind of see a firelight in her eyes. Like normally she's like pretty reserved, but she's like, I'm gonna bring back green magic. I'll be the greatest green mage that the queendom has ever seen.
What is green magic?
And she kind of lets out a sigh. She's like, Everyone says that to me. No one knows what green magic is, which is why I need to bring it back. And she just kind of shakes her head and goes, green magic is protective magic.
Like how the forest protects the ground.
Exactly. I protect my allies, but by myself, I can't get very far. She like kind of, she gets a little sheepish about it. She's like, maybe that's why green magic kind of faded away. There's no famous green wizards out in the world that have stories written about them.
So you have teamwork magic.
That's the best way to put it.
And we're a team. Well, you know what? I bet when we save this boy and he sees the green magic at work, he'll tell all his friends about it.
Yes, this is the first step in a new story for green magic. And she looks satisfied with that answer. And then Leah, she looks to you and says, I'm here working as part of like the student program from Sealand. I'm what you'd call a white mage by trade.
Oh yeah, you protect me.
Yeah, so I take care of the wounds, and I'm also pretty good with nature magic.
You take care of the wounds, Sirius will protect us, and I'll clobber them.
We're a perfect triangle. And
We
Leonard goes,
sure are.
Leonard looks
wait.
back and he's like, I'm here too, you know.
I forgot we were in 4-wheel drive. Hello.
And he just laughs and says, No, it's okay. Hello. And
Hello. Oh, any luck with the tracking?
he's like, well, I'm finding some footprints here, and it looks like we're gonna have to go off trail a little bit. But, I think we're closing in on something. I'm seeing a lot more footprints.
That makes sense. If I was a kid and I wanted to go on an adventure, I would also go off track. Unfortunately.
Yeah. He sighs and goes, unfortunately, it's not just a kid's footprints that I'm seeing.
Oh, heckin'.
And
Then we better hurry up.
Yeah. We'll have to go slow, or we'll have to go carefully but quickly if we don't want to alert anything out there.
Yeah, we don't want to bring any extra trouble to the kid.
No, not at all. So he kind of finds a what you call like a beast trail leading off. He's like, yeah, this looks like a good way to cut across. And he breaks off the trail and he starts going through the brush, but it's been worn down by like just animals using the way through. So the ground's been worn away into dirt. And yeah, so he's still up front. He's going through the brush, but he's making that very, like, he keeps looking back and he keeps putting his finger to his mouth, like, shh, even though you guys aren't really making that much noise. He's like being overly serious, but like he's not doing it to be funny. Like
I'm
he's
just nodding
taking
rapidly.
He's just taking this brutally seriously.
I mean, we're dealing with a kid who might die, so it is pretty serious.
Yeah. So, eventually you can see a clearing just up ahead, though. Let's see, do I have this prepped? I just got it to copy your token, and we're moving on to the next little page.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, he motions to you all and he points up ahead. And he just he draws his weapon as kind of like a signal for everyone else to get ready. So, Sirius and Leah, they pull their staves out and get ready.
I better get my short sword out.
Yeah. So you draw your sword, and as you creep out of the brush, you come into a clearing. And just up ahead, you can see they fit the description of dogmen, but they don't look well. They're just gonna swap the music on us. So their skin is taut to their bones and faded. In some spots, it looks like it's been scuffed, and you can actually see bone.
Ugh. And I thought I was sick.
And they don't walk like they're fully functioning. They kind of shamble slightly. But as your group approaches and comes into the area, they all kind of look to your adventuring group, and they start chattering. And,
I don't think they're happy to see us.
No, it looks like I've not seen this before. This is new to me. And Leonard kind of like grips his sword, and he's just like, looks like it's time for a throwdown. Let's all be careful.
Right, how do I roll for initiative again?
So on your character sheet, I think if you just click on the word initiative, it should auto roll it for you.
Oh, there we go. That was fancy.
There we go.
13.
Perfect.
Oh, that's not lucky at all. Shit.
It says a lot about the what's the word I'm looking for here? Hopefully it ends up being lucky after all. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Here's hoping.
So I'm gonna roll for the other 3. So Sirius rolls 21.
I
Leah rolls 12. Leonard doesn't have a full character sheet. What did I... Okay. Leonard just gets a neutral. You know, someone with the last name Swiftfoot is looking kind of slow there.
Whoa, Flay.
Yeah, people are going to start calling him Leadfoot if he gets any slower.
Man, Darius is fast.
Yeah, she was ready to go. But luckily, the our skeletal dogmen are not very quick themselves.
Woo, alright. Well, if I remember what I do about distance, then Sofiya should probably be holding her crossbow when she comes in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too strict about weapon swapping. But yeah, if you want to start the battle with your crossbow or your sword, whichever one works for you.
Yeah, I guess she'll start with her crossbow, because they're pretty far away.
Okay, sounds good. And I will switch our music, because we got battle. Alright, so Sirius is up first. And let's see, what does she have? Let me just double check. Okay, so I believe protected from certain types of creatures. Perfect. So Sirius steps up behind you and she touches you on the back and casts protection from evil and good. So any attacks from an undead creature have disadvantage against you.
Hell yeah, this thing looks kind of undead.
Yeah, they're looking pretty undead to me too.
Alright, is that her turn?
Yeah. So you're up.
Alrighty, well, I guess, I'll get I think it's my light crossbow, right? That uses my dexterity?
Yep. So even your short sword uses dexterity too. So,
oh, sweet. Alright, I'm not screwed after all.
Yeah, basically any weapon that has It's called the finesse trait. You can use your dexterity for instead of your strength.
Oh, that's
So
helpful.
I think the strongest weapon would be the rapier. And then, and then like any ranged weapon, short swords, daggers, all those fall under finesse.
Oh, right, sweet. So let's see. I think my crossbow bow can reach.
I think it's got 60 feet of range. I think your mic may have just cut.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't hitting push to talk.
Oh, there we go. Okay. You're getting in the zone.
I'm getting in the zone.
Yeah. So
each block is 15, right?
5 feet.
5 feet. Oh,
Yep.
heckin'.
So in the
Yeah.
top left, I don't know if you grabbed it, but there's like a ruler. If you go snap to center, you can actually check range that way.
Look at that magic.
Yeah, it's nice and handy.
All right then, yeah, we're gonna shoot the guy who's 30 feet away.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna hit my light crossbow. And there we go.
There we are. So it looks like it automatically rolled advantage, but so I've got to take the first roll on it.
Yeah, it always does that.
Yeah.
I think I could turn it off somewhere.
Yeah, it's in the gear. If you go into your character sheet at the top of it, there's like a red at the very top of your sheet, I think, and then to the right, you see the gear there? Somewhere in there, there's going to be something that says like roll with advantage on everything.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, we can get it sorted after. I'll just take the first roll in every set. Unless you actually have
Sounds
it.
good.
Yeah, so you line up your crossbow shot, and you fire off a bolt, and the thing kind of reacts to the click of your crossbow, and it like twists its body in an inhuman way, and your bolt just like whizzes past it.
Ooh, I don't like this.
Just a little creepy, eh? Did you
A
want
little.
Did you want to reposition at all?
I think for now I'm gonna take it one step forward,
Okay. All right.
just so that I have a little bit of distance between me and Ceres, so I can be her meat shield.
Alrighty, sounds good. Alright, so that puts Leah up. So Leah's going to step up, and she doesn't really have any healing to do. So she's going to step forward a couple feet so that it's in range. She's going to use her bonus action to use Prayer, which gives her a charge of a thing. And then she's going to cast Sacred Light. So Buddy here has to make a dexterity saving throw. So that's a fail, so he takes a d8 of radiant damage. So unfortunately it's not a big hit, but she kind of like, you hear her mumble a little bit, and she outstretches her arms, and a flash of light comes down and hits the skeleton boy there.
All right, first hit.
Yeah. So it's the enemy's turn. So we're gonna have this one kind of move in on her right. And it's gonna make I believe they have clubs. Yeah, it's gonna make a club attack against Leah.
No, Leah.
But luckily she's able to dodge out of the way. She kind of like does a little spin as it runs past her, kind of deal. Then the next one's going to charge in. Since you fired your bolt at it, It's going to come in on you, and it's going to try and hit you with its club. I believe that's going to be a hit.
Ow! Ow!
Just a bit of an ouchie.
Ouch.
Luckily, it's using a crude weapon there, and it doesn't roll super high. So it comes in, it's got its club raised, and it brings it down, and it just like catches you in the side a little bit.
Ow. Alright, that's 13 down, 3 down.
Yeah, so we got the next boy up. He's going to move his 30 feet. And since you're in range, he's going to swing at you as well. But you're able to glance this one off. Like, you see him coming, and you... after that first hit, you're feeling a lot more alert. So when the second one comes, you just kind of, like, dodge out of the way.
Better than coffee. Getting hit by a dead dog thing.
Yeah, that'll wake you up. And then the last one, you just see him kind of like clamber through the brush. But it's trying to make its run. So Leonard's turn. He's going to move up. And he's going to use his... what's he got? Oh, he's got Rapier. So he's going to use his sneak attack. Well, he's going to attack, and then if it hits, he's going to sneak attack. Alright, so that's a hit. So since that other one is distracted with Leah, he takes advantage on that. And he moves in, and he uses a sneak attack to kind of just nuke the thing. Sees his opening, he jumps on it, and he just crushes right through the thing. And he just kind of like nods to Leah and says, "Thanks for the assist." And she's like, "I wasn't trying to assist you."
Whoa!
Just because she took because it was swinging at her, right? So she's just like shocked, and then he's like, "Oh, thanks for that plan."
Poor Leah.
And she's like, "I'm struggling here." All right, so Sarius's turn. Oh, I forgot. You have protection against good and evil.
Oh yeah!
I'm gonna put a marker on you just to show that you're protected.
Thank you.
And that way I won't forget again. All right. So Sarius is gonna try launching a little fireball. So she's gonna cast Firebolt. So you see fire crackle at the end of her staff, and she kind of like whips it. And you see a mote of fire go swinging at the creature that you shot at before.
Whoa!
And that looks like a hit. So the mote of fire hits it, and it ignites it a little bit. You see him kind of like flames flash across its body, and it howls a little bit before it peters off. And then it's back to your turn.
Alright, so how do I switch to my sword? What kind of action do I take?
That would just be a bonus action to pull your sword out. So it's like
Alright,
the side action. So yeah, it's basically free for you.
Alright, we will switch to our sword, and we will attack the same doggy boy as before.
Alrighty. That's a hit.
Yay! Alright, now what do I do to make the attack happen?
If you click on the word short sword in the roll, it'll just roll it for you. Ooh.
Yay!
That's another attack attempt. I mean, in the column where it's actually showing the results of your rolls.
So doesn't it?
Yeah, you can just highlight. There you go.
Aha!
Hey, it still worked out.
That's better.
So after Leah's little flash of light against it, and then Sarius's firebolt, you rear up, and you just manage to clobber this thing with a big swing, putting it down. So
bitch!
Another one down.
Alright, I think we're gonna be just fine. We got this.
Alright. So, Leah's turn. She's gonna use her action to do a mini heal. It's called Afflatus Solus. Secret art of white mages. So you just feel these, you see some little wisps of light come from her staff, and they circle around you and they converge, healing you for 6 health. So you're back to full.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so the doggy boy's turn. So this one's gonna stand on top of the corpse of its fallen... Or no, it's gonna run in to there.
Hi, good to see you.
So
Shit.
They're both gonna start swinging their clubs at you, but I haven't forgotten they do have disadvantage.
F's in the chat for me, please.
Alright, so the first one that came running in, he leaps into the air and he brings his club down and he just hits the ground. He kicks up dirt with a big club hit on the floor.
Haha, the F's in the chat are working.
And the second one, he jumps into the air and he slams his club on the ground too, trying to mimic his buddy. But he breaks his club off the ground.
What? How adorable. They're playing the taiko drumming game.
Right? They're just kicking up a storm.
Or
Or I guess drumming up a storm would be a better phrase there.
I've dodged death again.
Yes. Safe. The protection spell's doing its magic. Alright, so, Leonard's turn. He sees that you're in a little bit of trouble, so he's going to run
Just a
in.
bit.
He's going to take advantage of the distraction. His quote-unquote, you're the bait in his eyes for the attacks.
Oh, that's not nice, dude.
And he's going to use his rapier to try and take one of them out. So that's a hit. He's using his sneak attack. Yeah, so he uses the opening that you've created. And you just see him whiz in, and he delivers a pretty nasty rapier shot to the thing. And he runs it right through. And it just, crumbles.
Thank you.
He's like, no worries. See, we've got this. Everything's fine.
Yeah, we got this. We're fine.
And Sirius is just like I said, we're a great triad here. And she, her staff flickers with fire again. She flips it forward once again and sends a firebolt at the thing. But this time it sees the fire come in. It saw what happened to its friend and it ducks under her attack.
Oh, rude.
So we're back around to your turn.
Well, we know what I gotta do. I'm still gonna try and follow up that firebolt with my own short sword!
That's a hit.
I did it right this time.
Yeah, you nailed it. So after it dodges under the fireball, or the little fire bolt, as it's coming back up, you're able to just nail it with your sword.
Yeah!
You see its body kind of crumple. It doesn't quite die. And Leah
Almost, yeah!
Almost, yeah. So Leah sees this opportunity and she casts Sacred Light once again. And I believe that's a fail. And
Oops.
her shining light comes down and burns away the rest of its taut, nasty skeleton flesh, and it dies. It just falls to the ground, and the undead are dead once again.
Good job, Leah!
Yeah, and she runs up and she's like, high five.
High five with 2 hands.
All right, so you both do a little two-handed high five, and then she does a little jump where she's just she's so excited about racking up another win.
We did it! Alright, if that's what we're up against, this kid is as good as saved.
So, yeah, these things, I've not seen gnolls use this before. It's has me a little concerned, but we've got to be closing in. They're defending the path up ahead, and he motions to. There's like a lot of foot traffic up ahead going off through the clearing.
Well, we're warmed up and ready to go.
Yeah, we're a well-oiled machine now. So,
let's go save a child.
Yes, let's do it. So Leonard leads you guys through the path, following the pretty obvious trail now, and it actually comes to the mouth of a cave. It's quite dark in there. You can see it's just like a naturally occurring cave for the most, from what you can tell. And when you arrive, it's quite dark. So as you enter like the mouth of the cave, both Leah and Sarius cast light on their staves. So both of them are acting like beacons as you're exploring the cave here.
Oh, I hope the kid didn't come in here, but I guess we do have to check, huh?
Yeah. If I were a band of gnolls looking to invade, this is where I would want to hang out.
Yeah, you're right.
So Leonard, he looks at the dark and he says, I'm good at taking advantage of situations, but I'm not all that great at straight up fighting. So who wants to take point? And like he seems a little cowardly about being the first one to go. And Sarius crosses her arms and looks real unamused with them. But she doesn't say anything. She just kind of looks to you to defer.
All right, I did say I would be the meat shield. I'll go ahead.
And he goes, oh, thank you. Don't worry, I'll be backing you up. I'll be right behind you.
Uh-huh. That's gonna mean a lot when I'm dead.
Aaliyah goes, oh, don't worry, we'll make sure that doesn't happen.
I trust you both. Alright, let's go!
Sarius just kind of gives like a bit of a barbed statement where she's like, yeah, unlike Leonard. Yeah.
Don't worry, I got this.
So the two of them are kind of hanging back. Leonard's, as promised, he's like right on your flank. And the two of both Leah and Sarius follow behind. And the combined lights are actually doing a good job of lighting down the tunnel. Yeah.
Ooh, this dynamic lighting is fun.
Yeah, I really like it. They actually just updated it to make it even more useful.
Yeah, this is really cool. Oh, I see trouble!
Yeah. So the two of them are following, and then trouble comes into light. Literally. And you see the two skeletal boys turn to you and they start chattering. But then you hear something that's not the sound of chattering bone. You hear a full-on howl.
Don't like that!
And yeah, it's time to dive back into battle.
Alright, let's go!
Alright,
Initiative!
so get you to roll initiative. I'm going to roll initiative for the 3. So there's Sirius.
Oh, there it goes. That took a moment.
Alrighty. Oh, question. Can you see all 3 on the turn order thingy on the side? Or do you just see yourself on the list?
I cannot see them all now.
Okay. It's a weird quirk with Roll20. When you change maps, it'll delete their entries.
Oh, there they are. I don't see myself now.
Oh, shoot. I messed up. There's 2 entries for you on it, so I deleted the wrong one.
Hello, I'm back.
welcome back.
And I'm ready to kick butt.
Alright, so Leah gets 22. The mages are rolling really well.
That's good though. They can help me out. I am but a meat shield.
They'll make sure you're all buffed up before you run in there.
Boof.
Buff stuff. Alright, then we'll roll for the bone boys.
The Bone Boys.
And oh, there's no sense me trying to hide that. You're gonna see him in a second.
Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Oh wow, he rolled really well.
Shit. Hey buddy, you wanna trade numbers with me? Huh?
To that, he would just kind of snarl at you.
Okay, I'm sorry for asking.
So, flanked by his two bony boys. I just kind of like that nickname. It's weird.
We got this.
He, what's its... Just gotta double check its movement real quick. Okay, 30 feet. Yeah, so... You see it come running out of the shadows from its, from between the two bone. Like, its two buddies. And it's holding a spear as it comes out of the shadows.
No.
It opens by throwing a spear at you. It's a little scary being on the front line, isn't it?
Meat shield Sofiya doesn't want to be a mute skewer Sofiya.
So, it looks like it does hit.
Ow.
It looks like he hit you pretty decently as well.
Alright.
So the spear comes riddling out of the shadows and it catches you kind of like in the leg.
Ow.
And then it just kind of looks at you and it looks very primed. It's pumped to fight. And Leah goes...
I like the confidence.
Leah goes, well, hopefully that confidence melts away when he sees it doesn't matter. And first she's gonna pray. She's gonna do her prayer to gain her stack of confession, and then she's gonna step forward and she's gonna cast Cure Wounds on you. So she just heals you right back up.
Yay!
And she just kind of nods and says, "Alright, go get him."
Thank you.
And Sirius is gonna step up behind you as well. And she says, "That thing looks a little more lively. I don't think my spell's going to protect you from it. You do actually still have, since I feel like 10 minutes hadn't passed since the last battle, you're actually still under the effect of Sirius's original spell.
Hell yeah!
So Sirius goes, defense magic isn't the only thing I can do. And she stretches her staff out and it flashes with light and she casts Magic Missile.
Whoa!
How many darts is that? 3. Okay, cool. So, cool thing about Magic Missile is you don't have to roll to hit. It just does the damage.
Hell yeah!
So she targets the one that threw the spear, and you just see 3 darts of magic explode out of her staff and just tear into the guy.
Thank you.
She goes, "No problem." As for Leonard, he's gonna do like a bit of like a zigzag step, and he runs out in front of you with his sword to attack the guy.
Oh, now he's the meat shield. Thanks, buddy.
And you see him he trips over to the debris on the ground and it throws his footing off. And the thing actually punches him in the wrist as he does a wayward thrust, and it knocks the rapier out of his hand. Oh, I just noticed he went out of turn order. It's fine. Because the other two will just jump forward now. But yeah, he looks back at you and he's like, help! And then the two witherlings, they jump forward on him. And they are flanking him, so they get advantage on their attacks against him. So both of them start swinging their clubs. So the first one, he's taking 1 club hit and 2 club hits. So the two of them kind of square up around him. His big heroic rush in, and then he's repaid with a pretty nasty clubbing from his two foes. One of those it hurts to watch. But it brings it back around to your turn.
Okay then, I'm gonna take the one to his left, and I'm gonna follow in his footsteps, be a dumbass, and I'm gonna run in with my short sword.
Sounds like a plan.
And I'll yell a lot to get their attention. Stop hitting him.
Hey, leave him alone, you big bullies. That's going to be a hit, no matter which one you're targeting. Are you going after the one on the left or the right?
Left, please.
Alrighty. Yeah. So, you run up with your short sword, and they were so concentrated on beating Leonard with their sticks, they're able to get a really good blow on them. A really nice thrust attack.
Yeah.
So, chip off a good hit on them. And kind of like their leader there, the boss of their group. You see him, he bares his teeth since he hucked his spear before. You see him lunge towards Leonard with his mouth wide open. He tries to bite him. And he actually manages to bite him. He bites through his armor.
Boy, we have to get you a rabies shot.
It hurts him pretty bad, so Leonard kind of like yells out in pain as like the thing bites on him.
Ooh.
Like, he's having a real bad time all of a sudden.
I'm supposed to be the meat shield, dude.
And
don't worry, we got you.
You see those familiar white wisps from Leah come flying out, and they circle around Leonard and heal him for heal him a little bit. Gives him some relief, but he's still in a lot of pain after that one.
Alright, I'm gonna scream louder next time.
As for Sirius, she's gonna kind of light up her staff. You can see the fire glowing on it, and she swings it almost like do you know lacrosse?
Yeah.
I'm picturing her doing it like a lacrosse stick, where like the fire forms up in the top, and then she like flings it like that.
Go!
So hopefully this scores a goal. That's a hit, and she's targeting the same one you did. So you see the little fire come flying past you and hit the thing you were fighting before. But it's just a glancing blow. It just like singes the thing a little bit. It doesn't actually do that much. But the one that you were attacking turns to you, and it does like a wild swing. Like it just kind of like lurches its body in a twist, and its arm swings out with its club. It looks like that's a hit.
Ow!
So he catches you off guard and hits you in the side with the club.
I'm okay.
And the other one continues its nasty beatdown on Leonard.
Ow! Leonard!
And it's making it with advantage, thanks to the flanking. But Leonard manages to dodge out of the way. Having the one light up on him allowed him the room to dodge the second. So he kind of jumps up to his feet, or like from his defensive spot, and he pulls a dagger from his side belt, and he goes to stab the one that attacked him just now.
You got this, buddy. Come on, you can do good things.
Or actually, he's going to attack the big boy that was attacking him, the one that bit him.
Ow.
Yeah, so he manages to hit him for 6 damage. So he manages to plunge the dagger in there pretty good. And it comes back around to your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try and get rid of this flanking by beating up on this guy again, the one on the left, and making a really loud noise. Everyone stop bullying Leonard. I know he's a loser, but come on.
Rip Leonard.
Oops. Well, I shouldn't have said that.
No, that's a hit.
Oh, okay, good. Yay!
Yeah, it's not ready for you, and you managed to cut through and finish that one off.
Hell yeah! Whew, alright. We got this.
Would you like to reposition at all? Or are you good?
I think I'll go... I'm gonna try and distract them from Leonard, so I'll go in front of Leah.
Okay.
Like that?
Okay, sounds good. So, it's the living Gnoll's turn now. After getting stabbed by Leonard, you see him bare his teeth once again, and he tries to bite. He goes for another bite on Leonard. But Leonard's able to push the head away, and no bite happens.
Alright, you only need one rabies shot today.
So Leah, she's going to cast her prayer, and then she's going to use Sacred Light on the main gnoll there. So it's going to roll to dodge. Fails, so it takes the full damage. She's consistently hitting, but it does not do much.
You're doing your best, Leah.
You see light cascade from the ceiling down onto it, but like it looks like it barely made a difference. You see Sarius, she kind of revs up another fireball on her staff, and she launches another mote, little blazing mote of flames at the gnoll. Hits him.
Go!
Ooh, she drills it.
Yeah!
Max damage. So she drills this gnoll, and she hits it so hard it goes flying back in flames and then stops moving.
Green mages are amazing!
She's like, I know, and I can't wait for the world to know it too.
I'm gonna talk all about you when we're done.
Be sure to bring up the protection magic, not just the fire. She just like...
Oh, right.
She just like inserts there, just like... Just a walking advertisement. So the Witherling, it kind of shudders a little bit. It sees where things are going. It's gonna it's gonna stick on Leonard, I think. Yeah, it's gonna try and bash him again.
Ow.
It's just gonna stay focused on its little buddy. Yeah, so he manages to club Leonard. It hurts just because Leonard's been just softened up a fair bit, but so Leonard's like kind of panting, he's worn down, but he's hanging in there. And he goes for a stab, and since you repositioned, he's able to use sneak attack. So he's gonna try and sneak attack him with his dagger.
You got this.
That's gonna be a hit. +3 plus 2d6. Yeah, so with you being there, you distracted it enough. Like, it sees you there, it's trying to pay attention to you and Leonard now that it's surrounded. And Leonard just sees this opening, and he brings that dagger up right under its jaw. and it crumples in the one solid stab. Leonard just kind of like lets out a sigh, and he's just like, "Wow, I look like an idiot after that one."
You kind of do. But are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you good?
Thumbs up.
Good.
Sticky. A high five offer.
He gives a very weak high five just because he's so exhausted. He's like holding his gun. He's like, I didn't think it would bite.
I'm collecting high fives. Don't worry, buddy. We'll get you a rabies shot soon.
I'll have to ask Melina or something. So he looks pretty worn down. The mages are pretty good. They're healthy. The mages kind of step into the room, light it up. In this room you can see there's just like a lot of rubble. It looks like something had been burrowing on this wall.
Gross.
And then in this direction, it looks like it's been cleared out and it's been actively used.
Well, I think I know which way we gotta go. Let's hurry.
Oh, wait, 1 second. He pauses.
There's no waiting in the adventure.
He tosses you a potion and he says,
"Oh, waiting is allowed, thank you."
Leanne gives one of these to everyone. Compliments of Melina. Since time is of the essence, I think this is fine to chug back. And he
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, and since we're using the better health potions rule, you just get the max heal of a minor healing potion, which is, I believe it's 2d4. The minor healing potion is, pretty sure it's 2d4 plus 2. Oh, excuse me. Okay, there we go.
Oh, I entered it wrong.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we have the better healing potions rule from before. So yeah, it just heals you for 10.
Hell yeah! Alright, I'm all done.
So it doesn't quite get Leonard back to full, but like he's healthier. And yeah, he looks ahead. He motions for Sarius and Leah to stand at the mouth of the tunnel, and he looks back to you and he just kind of nods and says, "Are you ready?"
Alright, let's go. I'm on a time limit.
So he starts inching his way down. Down the hallway, and he in a bit of a rush. Sarius and Leah are following behind, but as you reach that point of the hallway, you both look down and there's a tripwire.
Oh. I can jump rope that.
Well, it's not that the tripwire was going to trip you on the floor, but a net falls from the ceiling that's covered in bells. And it lands on top of both of you. Leonard's like, "Oh, we should have been watching for traps. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have known better."
No, I don't. Yeah, you should have known better.
So
It's okay. I will bite it.
Sarius and Leah are like, "You don't have to," and they both like set their staffs aside and they grab the end of the net and they start dragging it off you, and it makes a horrible racket. Like you just hear bells just clanging, metal on stone, like just like clang, 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 clang as they bundle it up. They they get you guys unstuck from it.
Alright, let's get ready for battle, everyone.
But the weird thing is, nothing came running down the hallway.
Alright, well, I guess we'll just keep going.
Leonard looks to you and he's like, "That seems weird. Why set a trap that doesn't do anything?"
Who played that creeper noise? How?
You getting
How dare you?
you getting pranked over there?
How dare you? I thought there was a creeper coming for me.
Wouldn't be surprising down in these caves.
Wouldn't be, would it? We got it all lit up though. We're fine.
Yeah. So Leah and Sirius, they take point at the start of the hallway. Leonard starts inching his way down. He's watching very carefully for traps this time.
Thanks, pal.
So every time he inches forward a little bit, Sirius and Leah will follow up just to kind of keep things progressing down.
I wonder why nothing came to kill us.
He's like, yeah, it's really strange. And then when you reach the room, you notice there's a bit of a mess.
Oh, I'm not a maid. Oh no!
So you can see the bodies of two gnolls. One of them is actually laying on top of a very small frame that seems to be crying.
Oh no!
So, and they're up on top of a pile of rubble, and they're partially covered by it. And Leonard runs up and he pulls the gnoll off of the small frame.
I'm coming up to help you, buddy.
And you can see in the rubble is a little boy wearing a steel helm that's been tarnished over time. Looks like it would have been a soldier's soldier just got rid of it one day. And the kid's tangled up in a net. And he's just crying, and he looks at the three or the four of you. And he can
Don't worry, we're here.
It's like, thank you. Did you get the big thing?
Yeah, we kicked it in the butt. How are you doing?
I'm good. The dogmen tried to protect me.
What good dogs?
There was a big snake.
Huh?
So as you're looking at the kiddo, you feel the room kind of rumble. And a scaly wall creeps out of a hole near the entrance of the room. And you can see a head make its way out of the wall. And it hisses.
Never mind. We didn't get the big one.
The kid just starts wailing. It's so scared. The kiddo is so scared when he sees this. And Sirius looks to you and Leah, and she's like, okay, this got real serious real quick. Let's take care of this big boy.
Alright. I'm gonna put myself in front of Leah, because precious healer. And put on some false bravado here.
Leonard pulls his because I didn't say he picked up the rapier, but he grabbed his rapier from the other room after the fight.
Yeah!
He definitely wouldn't have forgotten that. Leah backs up.
Don't worry, kiddo. You're gonna see the amazingness of a green mage in action.
Sirius flashes a thumbs up. She's a little unnerved herself. But yeah, she's looks like everyone's ready to face off with this thing. So initiative. Oops, I think I just interesting. That's something I'll need to take note of for the future. Yeah, we're gonna use that music. Oh, it's another Genshin song. I forgot what I had in there.
Genshin Impact.
Alright, rolling their initiatives as well. So Sirius. Wow, Sirius has just been speed.
This is all just one great big green mage advertisement.
Right? I guess she sees it as every outing is a chance to show off. Leonard with the solid 4.
Good job, brother.
Alright, let's see. Big snake. Alright. Perfect. Alright, so, Sirius's turn. I imagine by now that buff she gave you had worn off.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see. I'm trying to decide if Sirius would know better. Yeah, she knows how her spells work. She knows this is just a big... She knows this is just a big animal, so she's not gonna mess up like that. Okay.
Big snake.
I'm just looking at her spells real quick. So... She's actually gonna cast Minor Illusion.
Ooh.
And she creates a small person. She creates basically a copy of herself in front of the snake.
Oh, clever.
And it kind of like swings her staff around, and then it like takes a pose in front of it. And she goes, "This will probably only work once, so take good advantage of it."
Hi.
It's your turn.
Alright, wish me the best. Short sorting it.
That's a hit.
Alright, here I come.
So the snake is looking at Sirius. It's kind of focused on the illusion, and you run up and you jump up and you get a good stab with your sword on it. So I'm just gonna move you in range. Yeah, so on the snake's turn, what is... Alright, so I'm gonna have it make a intelligence save. To see if at this point it recognizes it's an illusion. Alright, so it's got to beat 13. Luckily, snakes are pretty dumb, so... Yeah. So here's what happens. It doesn't recognize the Sirius copy as an illusion, and you just see it slam its big mouth down on the illusion, and it thinks that it snapped the illusion up in its mouth, and then it like lets out a hiss and it swings its body satisfied.
Well, I guess we don't need an illusionary rabies shot.
Guess everything's okay. So afterwards, it's Leah's move now. And she's gonna start off by just gonna do a prayer. And then, let's see, what she got? None of these are particularly helpful, so she's just gonna go for Sacred Flame. So the snake's gonna try and dodge, and it does, so it takes half damage. Yeah, so the light comes flickering down from the ceiling. Oh, I forgot to apply your damage too. There we go. And its scales get glitter, like they kind of glitter in the radiance raining down on it, and then it recoils back. And then it's Leonard's turn. So Leonard's gonna run up. He's like,
"Go, sneaky boy!"
He's like, "I've got my opening here." So he leaps up with his rapier. And you know what? He's just trying to style too much, you know? Like, he jumped and he's going for the big dramatic attack, right? And he just whiffs it.
Dude! I won't say anything, but I'll give him quite the look.
He's trying too hard.
You did your best, buddy.
Alright, so, Sarius' turn. She's gonna step up. She's gonna go for Magic Missile. So you see her extend out her staff, and it just peppers the thing with little bolts of light. And you can see that the snake is in a pretty rough way all of a sudden. Like, even with Leonard completely whiffing his attack, it looks like it's hurting.
Alright, kiddo. You watching this? You ready to tell the story of the great green mage?
You can see the kid in the net watching, go like, yeah! Watching you heroic folk take on this big beast.
I swear if I whiff it now. Oh no!
Oh no, you whiffed it!
Oh no! Fairies, you're looking real cool. I'm just hoping you look good, that's all.
So you, so you go for the big upstab. You just kind of miss it. It like recoils its head back, and then it brings it down to try and go for what's it gonna do? It's actually gonna go for the dramatic Constrict Attack. So you see its body kind of like coil out of the wall, and it does like a sweeping motion at you. It looks like that's a hit.
Ow!
So it does a pretty hard hit, and you're kind of like coiled. Oh, it doesn't actually hit you that hard. It must be feeling kind of weak after it's after all those hits, but it does manage to coil around you.
Okay, well, this is just free advertisements for
You're
the
like-
green mage.
You're like, this is fine.
Leah, you're allowed to show off too. I don't mind if you want to do that.
She's like, okay, I got this. And you see the little lights that she's been using. She uses her Afflatus Solus, and the little lights come buzzing up and circle around you and heal you for 4 damage.
Yeah, look at that.
He's like, wow, mages are so cool.
Yep, they sure are. Okay, Swordy boy, show off a little bit.
He's like, oh yeah, watch this. And he goes for his rapier, and it looks like it hits.
Finally.
It's about time, right? And he delivers this triumphant strike right through its head. So after it coiled around you, it didn't really have all that much room to move. And he just jabs it right up through its head. Full on sneak attack, max damage, and the thing just hisses and drops, and you're released from the coil right away. Like, you know for sure that this thing's toast.
And I've advertised myself as a meat shield. Hell yeah!
Leah runs off and is just like, are you okay? And then Sarius is untangling the kid from the net. They bring the kid down.
Weak little high five for Leah.
Everyone's a little scared. So
We did it.
So Leonard's everyone's like kind of exhausted. Like that felt dicey to everyone, and they're like, "Oh, all right, well, how are you doing, Tim?" He's like, "You guys are so cool."
Yep, I'm gonna strike a stupid pose and be like, "And that is the power of green mages."
Leah's
And
gonna
we
strike
shield.
the pose with you. Like,
Oh yeah,
she's just gonna come up with her own thing and kind of like go along.
we're so
with
cool.
It.
We're very cool.
Sarius just kind of like shakes her head and laughs to herself. She pats the kid on his tin helmet. you just hear like the soft donk donk.
Alright, let's get you home, kiddo.
And the kid's like, alright, let's go home. I'm not gonna go by myself again.
That's probably a good idea. Look at the power of teamwork.
Yeah. So, Leonard leads you all back to the guild hall pretty quickly. You drop the kid off. On the way back, the mom like hugs him and scolds him at the same time. Like she's like crying, happy, mad. Like, you know, that kind of mix. Like an angry mom that's just so relieved but so mad at her kid for doing that. Everyone's kind of like come back from their searches. You're back to the guild hall. and the tension has come right back down. Everyone's relaxed. And Leanne's just overjoyed that you guys were able to find the kid. She's like, I was fearing the worst. Like, I wish I could have gone out there myself. And Geralt's like, no, like, your role's here now. She's like, I know, but I'm glad I have reliable people here. And, like, you just see her kind of, like, let out a sigh, and she flops in her chair. And
Happy to help.
She goes, well, let's just say refreshments are on me. Actually, no, refreshments are on Geralt tonight for not scouting properly. And Geralt's like, I guess that's fair. And he looks at Leonard and he's like, go down to the tavern, get some refreshments for everyone, and we'll celebrate our success for the day. It's on me.
And don't drop them.
He throws Leonard his bag. He's like, don't drop it. I won't drop it. I promise. And, like, he's just kind of grumbling, and Sarius is like, good little dig. she kind of gives you a little elbow, just in approval.
You did a good job, though. I shouldn't be so mean.
So yeah, after a little bit, he comes back, and you're all able to kind of celebrate. And yeah. So that kind of closes out the mini quest. You can spend the evening asking questions and chatting with everyone if you have any curiosities. But yeah, that's where this little mini emergency quest comes to an end.
Yay! Alright, so I think I got the basics down again.
Yeah, back in the swing of things.
Yeah, one moment. I'm gonna go ahead and raid my chat queue if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I have to go take care of that emergency. Thank you so much for taking the time to help me through this today, Soren. I think I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah, it seems like you've got it right back down. Alrighty.
Thank you for coming by for the first D&D episode. I'm gonna send you all over to Soren now, okay? He's the DM, so be sure to give him a like and a follow and all that stuff.
Yeah, and thanks for playing. And I know we managed to get it in, so that's good. We'll be able to start planning for the next adventure where the whole band's together.
Yeah, you guys will be able to meet everyone else. Let me do a shout out for Aiden, Belmont, and Kay as well before you guys leave. They're gonna be my party members.
I love this little victory theme. A lot of the music I pulled from Octopath and Triangle Strategy Project. So if you're looking for good fantasy tunes that you just want to listen to in the background, you can find them on YouTube. They're pretty good.
Alright, there's your raid! Everyone!
Thank you. Welcome,
please give
everyone.
Soren a good follow. He will be the one DMing all the games, so we'll be playing again soon. So be sure to follow him for the next episode.
If you want to see where I've laid my traps and my secret treasures and my secret passages, you can get the DM's view on my side of things. Or if you want to be blind.
Sneaky.
Yeah, because I always have it mapped out, but you guys can't see it. Hydrate. Good thing I got a water bottle handy. And a posture check. Alrighty, well that was fun.
I'm gonna head out.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Have a good night.
Have a good
Chat,
one.
you be nice.
Later.
Bye.
So welcome everybody. I know Sofiya's heading off, so I guess I can take a few minutes. If anyone has questions about the game or the game world, I can just kind of talk about it. You know, a bit of an open chat with everyone. But yeah. Can it be off topic? Sure. Yeah, it doesn't have to be about the game. I'm just kind of in like wrap up mode. Favorite archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Ooh. From growing up, it's more like a it's because it's from when I was playing Duels of the Roses on the weekend. My favorite play style is a control burn deck. I used to do a lockdown using Gravity Bind, Area Level Limit B, Solar Flare Dragon, and then my beater was Ultimate Baseball Kid. I was a little monster when I was a kiddo. Yeah, my little child brain was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick the worst strategy. I also had this nasty combo. Like, people didn't like playing against me on the playground. I played like a defensive deck. I only had monsters with 2,000 or more defense, and then I dealt all my damage using a combo of Eye of Truth, Bad Reaction to Samochi, and Ominous Fortune Telling. So I'd look at their hand, they would lose 1,000 life points, and then I would tell them what card I looked at. I know Giant Soldier's better, but I like Mystic Elf more. But yeah, I was using stuff like that. Wall of Illusion, Man-Eater Bug as well. Like, I was gross. I was a terrible child. But if I had to lock down a different archetype, Warriors. Like, I just like playing the Warrior archetype. Actually, you know what? I've never used my Just Chatting thing. I've used it so little I don't even have it set up. Whoops. I just think a more specific one. Oh, yeah. Well, I actually do have a Fire Kings deck. I like playing Fire Kings as well. Oh, yeah. Dark World's pretty cool. Sorry to everyone else, you're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. Yeah, it's... Tell me a story. Oh, it's funny you say that. Mr. Belmont with the big routine. Alright, do we want something related to Yu-Gi-Oh! Here, or do you want just something random? Alright, the story that came to mind just now had to do with back when I was in a factory. Like, I was a factory worker. It was my summer job as a cleaner. And so basically, if you've seen the third Austin Powers movie, where everyone's in the fancy jumpsuits and they're on the moon base, working in the plant I was in was like that because it was a paint shop. So it was like extremely clean, and you had to wear like special coveralls when you were in there and stuff. So the other reference to that is, you know those little three-wheeler motorbike things that they had in that movie? Wasn't the Moonbase? It might have been the second one. I might be mixing. Oh yeah, no, that's a good point, because that was Goldfinger. Yeah, so the second Austin Powers movie. But yeah, like just like the coveralls, and then like the three-wheeler machine tug things. So I was working with a couple guys that were full-timers, and I was their summer student, right? So I'm riding on the back of one of their three-wheelers, and we go up to the 4th floor where only authorized personnel is allowed. And we work because we were there to clean out like the filtration houses and stuff. And I've never been more uncomfortable in a workplace than being there and watching them play Crash Derby with their three-wheelers. Like, they were jousting each other up on the 4th floor inside this space, and they actually ended up putting a hole in the side of the factory wall because like one of them ran the other one off the path, and he hit the paneling and he put a hole in the wall. But they're jousting on three-wheelers with victory music. So yeah, that was definitely one of my least comfortable workplace moments, but like, it was a good time. Looking back on it, because they took me on all kinds of little adventures in the factory. Like, they took me to the abandoned training room behind the factory. They were literally just giving me the sketchy tour. I found out that between the factory wall and the oven where they baked the paint for the cars, there was about like a 2-foot gap, and you could sidle your way along the wall to get in behind it. And someone had built a nest. They stole a bunch of air filters and they made a bed out of them, and there were books and candy bars. Like, this guy had his own little home away from home tucked inside a factory. That was actually one of our jobs one day. We had to go around and clean out the nests that humans had made inside the factory. Someone actually climbed underneath the automation line, because there's like these stages. So like, there'd be a stage in a conveyor belt that brought the cars along, and someone went down under the conveyor belt and then crawled under the stage and set one up. Like, it was just wild what these people got up to in the factory. It's like extreme secret napping. Yeah, exactly. Also, hey, Gord. But yeah, there you got a double header story from my factory days. But yeah, yeah, I don't really have any list of other prepared topics, but so I think I might wrap up here. I'm going to set us up to raid. Let's see, who's raiding that I semi-know? I don't know them super well, but Mora's playing Hollow Knight right now. And I know she's been making good progress on it, so I'm going to send us her way. So, we're going to switch from a slower pace RPG, just get some action in. So thanks for swinging by and hanging out, and I will catch you guys next time. I'm really looking forward to the next time we do a D&D session too. Alright, well, away we go. Have a good one, everyone.
So bad at reading his movements.